Davey D hanging out with you this afternoon, and here we are. Coming at the end of the year, and as usual, at this time, we have our favorite comedian extraordinaire, writer extraordinaire, Mr. Paul Mooney. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. It's always good to see you. You're back here at the Black Rep. How long have you been doing this? Like, this is like the 5-year anniversary?
I don't even remember.
Really? Oh, okay. I think it's like 5 years.
It seems like it's been forever.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, it's good that we have you come back here, see you come back home. I was just thinking before you came in that we're at the end of the decade, and, just all the things that have gone on. I mean, first of all, with Barack Obama being in the White House, did you ever think 10 years ago this would ever happen, or did it even matter?
I thought it 30 years ago.
Did you really?
You didn't see the Richard Pryor show and special? No, I wrote a sketch about the first. Well, Richard and I wrote a sketch about the first black president.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Well, you should go online. We were just discussing it.
I know.
Google it or twinkle it or whatever you have to do. Or stick your finger in your butt and get it. It's just all so wild and weird. Beam it down, Star Trek, whatever. It's on the Richard Pryor show. Just look up the first black president.
May I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the 40th President of the United States.
Mr. President. Tom Matthews, UPI. Mr. President, earlier this year you said that you would travel anywhere in the world to further the cause of peace. Considering the worsening situation in the Mideast, are you planning a trip there in the near future?
We have no definite plans as of yet to go to the Mideast, but we do plan maybe perhaps in a couple of years if the settlement and the agreements have not been reached by that time.
Thank you.
Mr. President, the Senate has voted to proceed with development of the neutron bomb. Don't you feel this will impede further progress in the SALT talks with the Russians?
Quite contrary to that fact, the matter of nuclear existence deals with atoms and atomic weapons, not with neutron weapons. The neutron bomb is a hold-cost weapon. It is not in the cellular realm of reality. We're trying to hold it in place, and it's a neo-pacifist weapon.
Harris Richards, AP.
Yes, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to ask you a question which I'm sure the American people would like to know. Do you feel that within the fiscal year the unemployment rate will drop below the 5% level?
Well, as you know, the 5% level pertains mostly to, if I may say, white America. In the black America, the minority situations is up to as high as 45%. And we plan to, with all our efforts, try to lower that rate to about 20% in the black areas, and of course it will be lower in the white areas, of course. We're trying to do this and merge a United States.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Arthur Williams, Chicago Sun-Herald. You've just okayed a $250 million increase in our space program. What I'd like to know is the main reason you did this so we can finally recruit black people for the space program?
I feel it's time that black people went to space. White people have been going to space for years and spacing out on us, as you might say. And I feel with the projects that we have in mind, we're going to send explorer ships through other galaxies, and no longer will they have the same type of music, Beethoven, Brahms, and Tchaikovsky. From now on, we have little Miles Davis and Charlie Parker. We're going to have some different kind of things in there. That's right. Yes, ma'am.
Roberta Davies, Jet Magazine. Mr. President, on your list of candidates for Director of the FBI, are you including the name of Huey Newton?
Yes, I figure that Huey Newton is best qualified. He knows the ins and outs of the FBI, if anybody knows the ins and outs. And he would be an excellent director.
Yo, Blythe. Yeah, Brother Bell from Ebony Magazine. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
All right.
you looking at, Snow White? Brother, about blacks in the labor force. I want to know what you're going to do about having more black brothers as quarterbacks in the National Football Hunter League. Okay. Right on.
I plan not only to have lots of black quarterbacks, but we're going to have black coaches and black owners of teams. As long as it's going to be football, going to be some black in it somewhere.
Right.
Doing something big.
Right.
Because I'm tired of this mess that's been going down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ever since the Rams got rid of James Harris, I've been my job in up front. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to get down on the case now. Yes. What is it?
Mr. President.
Yeah, what?
Mr. Bigby, Mississippi Herald.
Sit down.
Well, is it what you expected? In terms of, I mean,
definitely.
I mean, in terms of how Obama is.
We're just ahead of our times. Yeah, it's perfect. It was 30 years. I mean, people weren't even thinking about a black president.
Right, but his performance is what I'm looking at.
His performance is brilliant. I mean, here's a Richards.
No, I'm talking about Obama. I mean, last year this time.
Obama's performance is brilliant too.
In a good,
definitely, in a very good way. Definitely, I just hung up on some interview. I hope not to do that to you. The interviewer talking to me about ragging Obama, and he's the president, and why don't he bring the troops home and the health? I said, why don't you call your ex-president Bush, ask him? Bush sent them. Bush sent them there. Have him bring them back. Obama didn't send them, and we have to be over there. Just what did you learn? We didn't learn anything in Vietnam for economical reasons, for value, for oil, for a lot of things. We're there for a lot of reasons. And Obama is a figurehead. It takes an act of Congress. There are other people involved in bringing the troops home or sending them there.
Right.
He doesn't do that on his own, you know?
So the buck doesn't stop there.
No, it doesn't. I'm saying he's doing what he can do. The man has not been in office 8 months. People are obsessed with, look, they gave him this garbage.
Right.
Okay, this truck was already wrecked, okay? Mm-hmm. And now they're blaming him because it has dents in it? It doesn't make sense. I think he's phenomenal in what I think he's amazing. He should work in Vegas. It's like a magic act. the things that he has pulled off and done.
Well, what has really stood out for you that you like most about him this year?
I love, period, about him, that we have a president that can play basketball.
Okay.
That in itself is amazing. And we have a president that can walk like a pimp. I mean, it's brilliant. We have a president that can dress like GQ. We have a president that has a wife that has a big behind that's got the biscuits, and that White House has never seen a behind like that. If that furniture could talk when she sits down, that's a show within itself. It's amazing. I love Obama. I love him. He's never at the White House, and if I was black, I'd never be there either. You'd think the white folks would burn it to the ground, and all they have to do is say it's negative. Everything is negative, and no respect. That white man got up talking about. I thought it was the angry black man. Now it's the angry white man. You're a liar. These white men have lost their mind because he's in office. I mean, God has put everything on the table. I love it. He's put it on the table, and he's outing everybody. The things that come out of his mouth, and dumb, stupid Black Anglo-Saxon house Negroes, they just hear the things that they say. That's why I hung up on this man. I thought he was like young, like 22 or 23. Then it finds out he's 74. I freaked. It was 74? Even worse. He called me back. I'm 74. I said, it's even worse. You're that old. Where have you lived? On some other planet?
Okay.
There's crabs in the barrel. This self-hate with black people, these things that you do and say, and my race, the body language, it's insane.
So you don't think he's done anything that we can criticize him?
No, nothing. No.
He's Jesus?
No, he's not. He's not Jesus. He's Bush. That was God. Okay. That was God. All right. Obama died. Bush died. Who else died? And Jesse Jackson died, and went up to God, and God said, Jesse, stop that crying and go on into heaven. Stop the crying and go on into heaven. And Obama got up and said, Obama, you did all you could do. Go on into heaven. And then he saw Bush. He said, we're going to have to talk. And Bush said, we're not going to have to talk. Why don't you just get out of my seat?
That's funny.
It's funny because it's real, because that's what he was about, and that's exactly who he thought he was. And they talk about Obama like a dog and scream things out, no respect. He's the president of the United States, bottom line, and no one gets in trouble. You talked about Bush and you got in trouble. I got in trouble at the Apollo for talking about him. Whoopi Goldberg.
That's right, you did.
And
I remember that.
And
yes.
Whoopi Goldberg lost some weight thing or something. She was a sponsor.
Advertising, yeah.
She lost, and those little white girls that sing, they got in trouble. Everybody got in
Dixie
trouble.
Chicks, yeah.
Everybody got in trouble. It's not that I'm making this up. This is a fact of life. Okay.
Good, man. It's always good to see you. You're back here at the Black Rep. How long have you been doing this? Like, this is like the 5-year anniversary?
I don't even remember.
Really? Oh, okay. I think it's like 5 years.
It seems like it's been forever.
Really? Well, it's good that we have you come back here, you know.
It's just also wild and weird. Beam It Down, Star Trek, whatever. It's on the Richard Pryor shows. Just look up the first black president.
May I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the 40th President of the United States.
Davey D hanging out with you this afternoon, and here we are. Coming at the end of the year, and as usual, at this time, we have our favorite comedian extraordinaire, writer extraordinaire, Mr. Paul Mooney. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good to see you come back home. You know, I was just thinking before you came in that we're at the end of the decade, and you know, just all the things that have gone on. I mean, first of all, with Barack Obama being in the White House, did you ever think 10 years ago this would ever happen, or did it even matter?
I thought it 30 years ago.
Did you really?
You didn't see the Richard Pryor show and special? No, I wrote a sketch about the first. Well, Richard and I wrote a sketch about the first black president.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Well, you should go online. We were just discussing it.
I know.
Just Google it or twinkle it or whatever you have to do. Or stick your finger in your butt and get it everywhere.